Basically, I bought out their produce department. Can I do that? Oh, okay. Well, you can do it. I don't know if you're supposed to. Beef. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hey, I'm Lauren. Today, my daughter Lila and I are out running some errands. We really desperately need to hop into the grocery store and do a little bit of a haul because our pantry is getting pretty bare. So we need to stock up on everything, some fresh essentials, some of our pantry staples, and I have a few great ideas in mind for the coming week, and I think we're going to be doing some meal prepping. So stay tuned. I'm going to share our whole grocery haul with you guys when we get home. First, we're running into Publix because I need just a few more specialty items, and then we're going to head over across the street to our Aldi. I love shopping at Aldi. It's where we'll do the bulk of our shopping today. You can find so many great healthy choices for a really affordable price to feed your family. So we're heading into those stores. I will do the grocery haul when we get home, and you guys can come along with me as I prep all of our food for the week. So stay tuned. I'm sharing some fun recipe ideas, my whole meal plan for the coming week, and I think maybe I'll take you along as I cook dinner tonight too. Don't forget to check the description. I have timestamps listed if you need to revisit anything, as well as a couple of links that I'll be sharing some items throughout the video. So check those out in the description, and we'll see you guys when we get home. Okay, so Lila and I are back from the store, but it's getting late. I gotta get dinner going, so I've tucked all the groceries to the side for now. Obviously, things that needed to go in the freezer and fridge, I popped in there real quick. Tomorrow morning, I'll give you guys the full rundown of our haul from Aldi and Publix. So I know I'm showing you the whole haul tomorrow, but just a couple of things that I picked up today because I needed them for dinner tonight. We got some La Banderita low-carb tortillas. These are some of our favorite low-point tortillas to use for wraps and for tacos. Tonight we are making white chicken enchiladas. These are so delicious. It was one of the first Weight Watchers recipes I found, and once we found it, it was so good. I seriously made it like once a week for the first 2 months as we got started. And then we gave it a break, and now my husband was requesting it again. So that's what we're having tonight. I'm going to be using these for the enchiladas, as well as a can of mild green chilies. Both of those I picked up at Publix. And then one of the items from Aldi I got was some more plain non-fat Greek yogurt. This is part of the sauce that we use for it. I'm just going to show you guys really quickly the process of these enchiladas. I am linking the full recipe in my description below. Basically, you're putting shredded chicken and cheese into little wraps, covering them with this white enchilada sauce, which is in Greek yogurt and green chilies, and sprinkling with more cheese. Bake it off, and it is a warm, gooey, delicious Mexican enchiladas, and they're only 6 points on the WW Blue Plan. So check out the link in the description for the full recipe. Okay, it is the next day. I've had stuff sitting out on my counter other than the fridge and freezer stuff, which I tucked away last night. Of course, it's a gloomy, rainy day, so sorry about the lighting. We're still gonna go through the entire grocery haul today that we picked up from Publix and Aldi yesterday. I'm going to share with you guys my full weekly meal plan for dinners, and then I'm also going to be just showing you how I prep all of my fruit and veggies and store things for the week so they are ready to go. We can make healthy, good choices for snacks and dinner sides throughout the week. So let's get into this haul. I'm gonna start with Publix first because it was a smaller haul. I just needed to pick up some specialty items that I knew they weren't going to have at Aldi, where I get the bulk of my staples for the week. Usually I alternate. I'll do Aldi one week and I'll do Walmart another week, then I'll toss in like a Trader Joe's or Publix. Don't forget to hit that like button if you liked seeing my grocery hauls and food prep videos. Today we're doing Publix first and then Aldi, so hang tight. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see all the goodies. At Publix, I went ahead and picked up some third less fat cream cheese, some light Cool Whip. I love using that on top of my coffee in the morning. I got some tomato paste, French onion soup for one of the recipes this week. I also did 2 cans of the petite diced tomatoes. I really like the petite diced when I use them in soups or in chili, so I just grabbed some of those while I was there. They don't always have the petite size diced tomatoes at Aldi. They always have regular diced tomatoes though. This I'm pretty excited to try. You guys know I'm a coffee lover, and I always struggle to find great tasting Low Point coffee. I used to use a ton of creamer in my coffee and they were really sweet. So I'm excited to try this. I've heard good things. I believe it's 1 point per 2 tablespoons. Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna go ahead and in the bottom bar, right, boop, here, list all of the WW Blue Plan points for all of the items I'm sharing today. Obviously, all of our fresh fruit and veggies are gonna be 0 points. More taco seasoning. We love banana peppers. And I will show you in a second, but I got some stuff for sandwiches and wraps this week. So we picked up some of these. They just give such a fun crunch and a good taste to them while keeping the points low. This one is new for us. We love the G. Hughes sauces that we have tried already. This is the honey flavored barbecue sauce. It's a great barbecue sauce that comes in at Low Point. We've tried the original and really like it before. They also have like a honey mustard sauce in their line, but I haven't been able to find it yet. So if you've tried the honey mustard one, let me know in the comments down below. Did you find it? Where did you find it? And did you like it? I've heard some people try to use it comparable to like a Chick-fil-A sauce, so let me know. But we got this one to try out this week. Maybe on some shredded chicken for sandwiches or something. More La Banderita carb counter wraps. We do like the extreme wellness ones too. I just love that these are 1 point per wrap and they're really soft. They're so easy to roll. They don't get brittle and break on you like some of the other low carb wraps out there. So we really like these. They're nice and soft, 1 point per wrap, which is great. Some snacks for the week. Sorry guys, it's really dark outside, hence the need for my ring lights and sorry for the glare. Okay, so we got some pretzel crisps. I can only find the honey mustard onion flavor at either Target sometimes or at Publix, and my husband and I both love these. They kind of remind me of the honey mustard like pretzel nuggets that they've had out before, but these aren't too terrible on points. They're a great crunchy savory snack with like lunch or in the afternoon. More chips. I showed some of these last time, but we have gone through them already in the last week and a half. Poppables, these are great. You get like 25 of them in a serving for only 5 points. And that honestly is usually too many for me. I try and stick with doing about 15 or 16 of them for about 3 points, and they're a great little side. These are good. We got honey barbecue and sea salt and vinegar. Here's Dessert World. Okay, obviously this is not all for 1 week, but I was making the trip to Publix. I don't go there all the time, and I have a really hard time finding some of the sugar-free specialty stuff at Aldi and Walmart. So we got a sugar-free brownie mix. I am going to be making these this week with Lila. We're going to do little mini like brownie bites. So yummy. And then here is a regular funfetti cake mix. I am planning on using this to make a fruit dip that I found that is good with Weight Watchers. So it's mostly based out of Greek yogurt, but you add just a touch of this mix. So I'm going to be sharing that recipe as well. I think I'm going to be breaking this video up. Originally, I wanted to share my grocery haul, prepping all the veggies and fruits, and a meal prep with me for the week, but I'm going to split it into 2 videos. Otherwise, you guys are going to get sick of me and be stuck watching this video for like 2 hours. So today we're doing the grocery haul and the food prep for the week, and then I'm going to be sharing a part 2 of this video this weekend that shows some meal prep for the week with lunches and some snacks and desserts that I'll have ready to go in the fridge. So make sure you're subscribed so you can find out when that video drops. All right, so I got a sugar-free chocolate fudge jello pudding mix. Don't really have an idea for what I'm gonna use this for, but now it's in my pantry for when we want a sweet treat. I can make something with that. Now these guys, this is the sugar-free, fat-free jello pudding mix in the cheesecake flavor. And I have the hardest time finding this. We've actually never been able to make any recipes I found that uses this because I couldn't find the cheesecake flavor. So I found it, I bought 2 because there's a bunch of different dessert recipes for WW that call for this, that say it makes just great low point snacks. So I think this also goes into that fruit dip that I was talking about with the funfetti mix. So I have a couple of them now and we'll have them for when we want them. some things that we don't have to like make ahead of time if we just want a quick sweet treat in the evening. Fudgicle Pops. I think you get 2 of these popsicles for like 3 points. These are good. They're not great. If you're a chocolate lover and you just want like a little sweet bite at the end of the night, these will do the trick. And here's the main reason I even went over to Publix was they have boar's head deli meat and it's just the best. I absolutely love it. It makes such a difference in taste when you get a good brand of lunch meat. This time I got the mesquite roasted turkey breast in lower sodium. So that sounded really good. It was on sale. I got 1 pound of it for $10.99. And then this is just some Publix provolone. I don't find that big of a difference in the cheese from brand to brand personally. So anyway, my husband was saying we hadn't had sandwiches or wraps in a while, so I picked up some lunch meat and cheese so we can make those and he could bring them to work this week. And now let's get into the big Aldi haul. Basically, I bought out their produce department. Everything I'm showing first is produce, fresh fruit, fresh veggies, and they're all going to be 0 points on the WW Blue plan. So I still have more to show you. I picked up more than just fresh produce at the store. I'm gonna get through this first and then I'll show you those and I'll include all the points like I did for the Publix pickup. So I got another 2 boxes of fresh raspberries. We've been going through these like crazy. I needed a bag of sweet yellow onions. I'm doing a French onion chicken bake for dinner. As I'm mentioning any dinner recipes, I'm going to be putting down below in my description bar my weekly dinner meal plan, as well as links to any recipes that I have. And I'll talk about it a little bit after I get through the haul. But so that's going to be super yummy. I'm excited to try that one. Okay, and then I just always, whenever I'm out of them, grab a bag of lemons, a bag of limes. These I am actually going to use for a meal prep next week. I'm doing like a Greek style soup. So that will be coming up in the meal prep part 2 of this video. So I will share that. A bag of these mini sweet peppers. I had a handful of sliced bell peppers still in my fridge, and I'm going to be adding these after they're prepped to that bin. But I got some of these because I got actually some dips that I'm going to share in just a minute. I was trying to buy more fruits and veggies this week because I really wanted to start working on having lower point snack options in the house and getting more fruits and veggies in. I know you have to be careful with your 0 point foods because they still have calories and you can't eat too many of them or it might stall out your weight loss on WW, but I felt like I just was not having enough fruit and veggie in my life. So we went a little overboard. So got peppers, some more strawberries. These are finally looking so good and they smell amazing. My daughter was so excited they had some good strawberries in. She loves them. My husband loves strawberries. Trust me, once we hit May here in Georgia, it becomes strawberry season and I will definitely bring you guys with as we go strawberry picking and doing all the fun things. A couple more bags of Brussels sprouts. I love using these for meal prep, for lunches. I got some asparagus. Not quite spring asparagus season yet. They're a little on the skinny side still, but that's okay. They still looked pretty good. My plan is to maybe do some breakfast with these and do some like poached asparagus with some soft boiled eggs. I think would be really good and extremely low point. So I got a head of cauliflower, which I am going to cut up and prep here in a little bit. I think we're gonna try doing like a buffalo sauce cauliflower bites in our air fryer this week, maybe as like a snack or dinner side. I got some grapes. These green grapes looked pretty good. I've been having trouble finding decent grapes recently. I think it's just not a great season for them right now, but these ones were nice and firm, a little on the small side, but that's okay because I cut them up for my child anyway. Another spaghetti squash, some baby Bella portobello mushrooms. These are great, especially in spaghetti squash. This is one frozen item I chucked out because, again, it's veggies and it's 0 points. This is all the 0 point food. So some broccoli florets, great side for dinners. I had a ton of romaine lettuce left, but I just got this baby spinach and arugula mix because I want to prep some salads for this coming week. Some cilantro. I'm going to show you guys how I prep this too. I always have a hard time getting cilantro. Like it comes in such a big bunch and I don't use it all in one recipe, but I found a couple little tricks that help elongate its life so you can find some other things to use it for. So I'll show you that coming up here in the video too. Got some grape tomatoes. These looked really good and juicy. I think I might try using these as well as these mini cucumbers. I'm gonna try and get Lila to eat these. We need to expand her the kinds of fruits and veggies that she's willing to eat. So we're working on expanding her fruit and veggie palette. But she's 2, you know, whatever. We just got to get her to eat food at this point. So, but I think using the tomatoes and cucumbers, I have some Kalamata olives in the fridge, and I think maybe I'll do some sort of like a Greek style pasta salad or something this week. She loves that. These are massive. Look how big this zucchini is. So I got a pack of zucchini and a package of yellow squash. So I think that is everything for fruits and veggies. And let's get into those bags now. Whoops, one more fresh produce item, sweet potatoes. These are also going to be for some lunch meal prep. And speaking of, I can show you those now too. I grabbed some new meal prep containers. I got these at Aldi, super cheap. They're the kind that have like a big compartment. I don't know if you can see that. And then a crease right here. So there's like 2 sections to it. So I'm gonna do a bunch of like Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes with like chicken apple sausage. Anyway, again, that's my lunch meal prep and breakfast meal prep and dessert prep. I have a bunch of things I'm prepping for this week, and I'm going to do a whole part 2 video. So here is the rest of our haul. Let's start over here with my favorite bread products. Who doesn't love bread? I was shocked to find I hadn't tried scanning their breads in store before at Aldi, but this time I thought, why not? Let's try it out and see if they have any breads that come up lower point. This Leoven, I don't know how you say that, Leoven, the wheat sandwich bread. It's super simple, basic bread, would be great for kids like peanut butter jellies or sandwiches. Awesome for toast. That was my idea with it. I scanned this and it came up only 3 points for 2 slices. I have some breads that ring up at 3 points for 1 slice. So I was super excited about that. Grab some of that to give it a try. And then just some regular 12 grain bread for my husband to take for sandwiches, and Lila, she likes that too. Some bagel skinnies. This is kind of like the bagel thins from other brands. These are great in the morning. I like to have it with the 3rd less fat cream cheese that I showed that I picked up at Publix, and then some of this on there. Smoked salmon, 0 points and delicious. So that's what I got these for breakfast. I've also been really into cottage cheese for breakfast. I love doing this with, I bought some canned pineapple too, I'll show, with pineapple and frozen blueberries, a tropical delight. And then I got some of this protein pancake and waffle mix, which is supposed to be like a knockoff of the Kodiak cakes. I haven't tried it. This will be our first time. Some Honey Nut Cheerios for Lila. She loves those as snacks in the morning. I did our go-tos, non-fat Greek yogurt vanilla. We were almost out of this, so I picked up some more. And some of the plain, which we actually dug into last night for the enchilada recipe that I shared with you guys. Got some crumbled feta, reduced fat, cheese. This, along with this Mediterranean restaurant dressing. To be honest, I did not scan the points ahead of time on this, so we're gonna see how this is. If it's super high in point, I guess I'll bite the bullet on it this time, but otherwise you can really easily make a little Greek dressing at home. So we'll see. I thought it was easy, so I got it. Here's that canned pineapple I was mentioning to do with the cottage cheese. Tzatziki. Apparently I was really into Greek flavors when I was shopping this week, but I grabbed some cucumber garlic dill tzatziki. So I love tzatziki. Is such a great little dip, and it's usually really low point because it's made with Greek yogurt. So I got all of those veggies. I was thinking this would be such a great way to have them for a snack, is just with some tzatziki dip. a can of corn, a can of beans. I just like to restock those as I go to Aldi. I always get at least 1 or 2 cans because we go through them all the time. Some unsweetened applesauce. Lila will like this for a side dish with dinner or a snack, but I also like to get the big jar of it because I like to use it when I'm baking. I use it to swap out a lot of times with other things when I bake. Some more minced garlic because I am lazy and I do not want to have to press garlic or chop it or clean my press. So yeah. Some rotini pasta noodles in case I decide to do that Greek salad, that Greek pasta salad. Real quick down here, these, I've bought these before and showed them. They're not great on points. They're like 7 points per wrap. So I don't use these often. My husband likes them though, to make wraps on with like the turkey and cheese and a bunch of veggies and stuff. Sometimes I'll use one. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you just got to use the points. So I still get 40 points a day. So I have quite a few that I can use up if I wanted to do one of these as like a dinner or a lunch option, and then I just have to go low point the rest of the day. So, but they are really good. I've tried some of the other spinach herb, the low carb wraps, and they taste like cardboard. So let me know if you found one that doesn't taste like cardboard down in the comments. Okay, and then some more chicken sausage. I've been into trying just like a bunch of different brands and flavors of these. I really, really love the Trader Joe's kind. The Idell's is really good too, but this time we're gonna try these because I found them at Aldi. They're tomato and basil flavored. So they're 5 points for one sausage. I think this might be really good in a spaghetti squash recipe with some red sauce, marinara. So that sounds good to me. That's a dinner idea. More snackies over here. My husband loves tortilla chips in the house. So we get these a lot of times and we'll use them with salsa as a side or as a snack in the evening. Goldfish for Lila. Oh, my cookie thins. They didn't have them the last time I went to Aldi and I found these, I think sometime in December, and they are really good. They are tiny, but they are 1 point per cookie. And if you have this and a little bit of light Cool Whip in the middle, you sandwich them on there, especially the coconut, and you put them in the freezer, you have a great little like 3-point faux ice cream sandwich, and they're delicious. Highly recommend. Some fruit and grain bars. Lila calls these fruit bars. They're for mostly. I mean, my husband might eat them too. I'm not a big fan of cereal bars. They're super high in points usually. They're usually not worth it for me, in my opinion. But you gotta feed the kid, right? Okay, so then we have some low moisture part skim mozzarella and some more sharp cheddar. All right, let's see. I think that may have covered everything I got at Aldi this week. Let's get prepping some of these fruits and veggies. If I don't prep them and break them down into some containers, I have no idea how I'm gonna fit them in my fridge.
I got it, I gotta go, running to better times, go, from my emotions I'll go, running to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times, to better times. Remember I was laughing in all the photos that you took, but now it looks like acting, like we were fiction in a book. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I move on. I got it, I gotta go, running to better times, go, from my emotions I'll go, running to better times, to better times.
You guys may have seen this on the counter. I've talked about this before. When I buy green onions, you can actually just stick them in a glass with like just a couple inches of water and they'll keep growing. So mine have grown. You can see all the new the new baby ones. I'm just gonna go ahead, take off all of like the little dead pieces, trim them down, and transfer them actually to a fresh cup because they've been in here probably about 2 weeks. So I'm gonna transfer them over, and I'm going to do something similar with the cilantro. All you do is, again, take a cup, you just fill up a couple inches, and you drop your cilantro in so just the tips of the bottom of the stem is in them, and it'll keep them fresh. You notice they're getting a little droopy at the top. All you have to do is take some kitchen scissors and like snip off some of the ends. But these all look pretty fresh, and I just bought them. So I'm gonna leave them as is for now. And these make such cute little greenery accents that you can put in your kitchen. Sorry for the lighting change. It is so dark and gloomy outside, guys. So we're making it work. We still gotta get all these veggies prepped and in the fridge, so we're gonna keep going. My fruit is still drying in their colanders over the sink. I like to let them get pretty dry before I transfer them into any of my meal prep bins. Here's our veggies. They've all been washed, and now they've been laid out flat. These are pretty dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting them in their storage containers. If you guys have any recommendations on reusable Ziploc bags, let me know down in the comments. I'm really interested, and I'm thinking now that I'm meal prepping and food prepping my fruits and veggies more, that they'd be great to have on hand. So save some plastic, right?
Stay in the fight with you. Just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless.
I know this takes a decent amount of time to like prep all of your fruit and veggies, and you could just tuck them in your fridge and prep them as you eat them. But to be honest, I'm so much more likely to reach for some healthy, fresh veggies and fruit for a snack or a side dish if they're prepped already for me. And it does save a lot of time when I'm making dinner to already have some onions diced up in the fridge, or to have carrots that are ready to go that I just need to season as I want and toss on a roasting pan. So some days it saves a lot of time, even though it takes a lot of time up front. These are ready to go. Now I gotta get stuff in bins. I'm just gonna add them to the bin. I got the sugar snap peas in here too, as well as some of my peppers that I had. They're only a couple days old that I chopped them up and put them in here. So let's tuck them all together. I feel like I didn't talk about this in the grocery haul, but I picked this up at Aldi. It's a reduced calorie skinny dip in zesty jalapeno corn cheddar. So it's like jalapeno peppers with reduced calorie blend of cheeses, green chilies, garlic, and onion. This sounded so good when I saw it at the store, and because I had picked up all of these peppers. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, that's good. A little kick from the jalapenos, but not super spicy. Oh, it's so good. I gotta check the points on this. Okay, now I'm just going to try and chop this cauliflower down into little florets. To be 100% honest, I've never broken down a fresh head of cauliflower before. I've always purchased frozen, and we're kind of new at dabbling in cauliflower. It's not something we've had a lot before. So, guess we're gonna figure this out together. First we just like, can I do that? Oh, okay. Well, you can do it. I don't know if you're supposed to.
We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep in your
cauliflower everywhere. I feel like I've bought a head of cauliflower once or twice before in the past, and because it intimidated me to cut up, I didn't use it and it went bad. So I really wanted to get it to try, and I'm glad that I did. I had it cut up and portioned, so hopefully I have no excuse to use this for a snack or dinner recipe here in the coming couple days. So I do love having these meal prep containers. I'm gonna link some of my favorite meal prep items in the description below, so if you guys wanna check any of them out. I don't have a link for these red ones in particular because I got them at Home Goods, but I have another set that I've used for a long time that I really love, so I'll link that below. You can use regular, I like to use glass if I'm not using those kinds of containers. I use glass bowls that have lids on them, but what I do to make sure I'm keeping the berries or soft produce as good as I can for as long as I can is I'll put the fruit in after it's dried really well from being washed. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and place a paper towel on the top, gently covering the fruit, not pushing down. You have to be really careful with raspberries, they're pretty delicate. And then I'm gonna put the top on, but then to store it in the fridge, I'm gonna flip them upside down. That way, all the water is running into the paper towel, and you can easily switch this out. I know some people put the paper towel at the bottom and put their fruit on, but think about every time you wanna swap it out, because once it's wet, if you leave it in there too long, it's going to collect more moisture and mold eventually. So by putting it on the top and storing it this way, all the water's still gonna drain down, and you can easily just with berries, I do it probably every day or every other day. And I just, oh, hi Lila. And I just replace the paper towel. What's up, baby? You wanna help? Do you wanna try a raspberry? You wanna try one? Oh, what do you think? That's good? That's kids, right? I feel like they always know when you're prepping fruit and they come running. They know. And then it's all gone. I can't believe you guys have seen how much produce and fruit I have, and yes, I'm gonna have to work for us to eat the veggies a little bit, just incorporating it into our dinners, but this fruit is going to fly out of my house. My old bin was a little bit bigger than this, and I used to be able to fit both strawberries and grapes in it at the same time. I think this time around I'm only gonna be able to fit the strawberries. So let's see. Yeah, I probably won't put anything else in here. So I'm just gonna do strawberries in this one. I will do another glass bowl for the grapes. So same thing, because I couldn't fit them in those containers, any more meal prep containers. I need to get another set of the green ones that I had. We got rid of those when we moved because I had lost one of the pieces. So they were really great to have though. So in this case, the grapes are even a little bit big to fit in this bowl. So I'm going to just go ahead and set some to the side because I have a little monster over here who is wanting a fruit for a snack. So I'm gonna set some of these aside and do the same thing I did with the raspberries, where I put paper towel and then I'll store them flipped upside down in the fridge. I feel like I've been doing this forever. I was so excited I was about to show you guys everything, and I realized I haven't done anything with my squash and zucchini yet. So just because of fridge space, I don't really have the space to keep them whole as is. I would have no problem just tucking them in the fridge for a couple days, but I kind of know how I want to use them now, and I'm going to be using the zucchini in a turkey zucchini skillet recipe in like 2 days. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop this up. I like to slice them and then like at least quarter them. This guy's really big though, so I might cut that down a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop those down. I'll put them in a Ziploc bag, and if you're gonna use them in a couple days, I can put them in the fridge. Otherwise, the squash, I kind of had an idea of some recipes I use squash for every now and then, but it's not in my meal plan for this week. But I bought them because they were on sale. I was just doing a big haul of fresh veg at the time, so it's so easy to cut these up, put them in a Ziploc and in the freezer though, and then I have them ready and prepped for when I get to those recipes next week. So bada boom, it's already done for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up, get them in Ziplocs. I think we'll finally be done with all of the food prep. And then we can chat real quick through the meal plan I have coming up for this week.
Would, 'cause I'm just loving this moment. Can't always stay
Okay, for the zucchini, I'm gonna go ahead and with the small one, dice it up just like I did with the squash. But this bigger one, I think I'm actually going to use the small shredder and shred it, and then I'll freeze it and I can use it then in the future in muffins or zucchini bread. It's a great way to sneak a little extra veggie in some baked goods. So that's the plan.
My favorite song on, I put my feet up and we just sing along, and I can't help but feel it.
So I actually ended up doing half of the zucchini on the small shred, which will be great for putting into baking or anything else like that. And then another half I did on the larger shredded side, which these will make great little like zoodles.
If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever.
Okay guys, that is the end of my grocery haul and food prep for this video. I hope you enjoyed following along as I shared all the goodies I got at Aldi and Publix and all of the fresh fruit and veg we now have prepped and ready to go in this house. I feel like I'm so ready to make great choices and some good healthy meals for my family. And really quick, I just want to share with you guys the meals I have on my meal plan for the coming week that I'm going to be using all of this meal prepped food and groceries in. So these, I'm going to share my dinners. I'm doing a part 2 of this video, which will be a meal prep video, which will include me cooking up some breakfasts to have ready to go ahead of time, as well as some prepackaged lunches for my husband and I. So stay tuned for part 2. For next week, here's my list. We are doing white chicken enchiladas. We ate them last night, and then we'll be using the leftovers for a second meal this weekend. They are so delicious. They are one of my favorite WW recipes. I will definitely include links to any recipes that I have down in the description below. Then I'm also going to be doing a French onion chicken bake and a ground turkey zucchini skillet meal. I also have a couple of spaghetti squash back there. Some of it's going to be for the meal prep video for lunches, but the other one I'm going to be using to do a chicken and mushroom creamy garlic squashta recipe. I shared something similar in my 7 WW dinners video that I did just a few weeks ago, so I'll make sure I link that in the iCard if you want to check it out. And then the rest of my list, I also have a soup because I always try to do one item a week that's either a larger batch of soup or chili in the crock pot. That way we have leftovers for lunches. They're easy and they just cook all day and they're so delicious. And I love doing them while it's winter and, well, it's Georgia, so cold. It's cold here. I'm going to be doing a Greek lemon chicken and rice soup. And then the last 2 days for the week, I left one day for us to do a dinner out this week. We didn't do one last week, so I think this weekend we'll probably do an order pickup or something like that for the weekend. And then also I always leave at least one night for leftovers. Otherwise my fridge is full of leftover food and we keep making new stuff and more stuff. So that's my tentative plan. I have everything I need on hand for those next 7 days to do all of those dinners. That's the plan. All recipes are included in the description below, as well as I've placed some Amazon links to some of my favorite meal prep items. So feel free to check those out if you guys are interested. And I'll see you in part 2 of this video, hopefully coming out shortly. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button if you liked seeing my grocery hauls and food prep videos. I'd love to do more of them if you guys like them. So let me know by hitting that like button. And until next time.
But I get up, I always do. I never think